Welcome back to On the Clock. We have an action-packed show for you today. This is episode 9. We've got our NFL locks, we've got miscellaneous locks, and a special Teaser Tuesday with Jack McGarr right in the middle of those two. Fellas, let's get it started. Flash the scoreboard up one time for everybody at home. I'm still in first place with a commanding lead, but Jordan Ziegler right behind Dylan Vanderveen with just one loss between the two of them. But everybody, as you can see, had 3 wins in some variation last week. Vanderveen and Ziegler still have 1 pick pending with the World Series. I went 3-3 overall. Gentlemen, I feel like Dylan's a little nervous over here in the other boxes beside me.
You know, I'm 3-2 going. Like I've gone 8-9-1 the last 3 weeks, so you know it's just a little bit iffy. So I mean, I'm not super comfortable with.
If you want to break even, tail Dylan Vanderveen.
Yeah, if you want to like not lose anything and just want to like have that opportunity to have fun, then you can follow me all you want. I'm pretty confident in that World Series going over 6 games. Houston,
I think that's a good. I actually do think that's a good pick.
Yeah, I mean, I think Houston's
but
going to
based on what
one.
we've seen, how could you not?
Since Dylan took it though, I'm pretty sure the Phillies are about to win the next 3, and then
I think
win
Houston's going to still win.
That would put you in. That would put you in
and that
second.
would put him at 3-3, and it would put me in second place.
It would.
So I'm hoping for it.
All right, fellas, let's get it cracking with our NFL locks of the week. I am first this week. Starting it off, we're going to Chicago. We're going to go Dolphins -4 as they hit the road and play the Bears. The Bears are like really in a state of tanking. I just don't think they're all that good. The Roquan Smith out, Chase Claypool in, We were just talking before the show started. I think Darnell Mooney and Chase Claypool are like the same wide receiver. I just don't think the Bears are that good. I think the Dolphins, if you really want to stay alive in this AFC East or even have a remote chance to win the AFC East, you have to win this game. These are freebies. These are free throws. You got to take care of business. I think they'll win this game. They should cover a 4-point spread. Give me a 37-28 game. I think they'll be fine. Next, we're going to Jacksonville. Literally the worst team in football at home against the spread is the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have not won a game against the spread at home quite yet. They have barely won 1 game. So give me the Raiders. Neither of these teams are very good, but one team's got Devontae Adams and one team doesn't have Devontae Adams. So you tell me who you'd rather have.
I mean, they scored 0 points with Devontae Adams last week.
Boo-hoo.
That is also true.
Boo-hoo. Don't care.
against the Saints, you don't care about
Devontae
scoring
Adams
0 points
had
against a
less than a
Saints
point
team
in
that
fantasy.
was without
he
the
had
two best defensive players.
1.25 points. It was pretty terrible.
It was not
But
good.
I think you have to look at it this way. The Jags, the teams that they played at home, other than the Wagon, which we have, rest in peace, New York Giants. But they played the Giants. They played somewhat subpar teams at home, and they have 1 regular win and no wins against the spread. So I'm still gonna ride with the Raiders. They should be able to take care of Jacksonville, and it's a 1-point spread. So just give me the money line. Next we're going to Monday Night Football, first primetime game I think I bet on or picked in this show. Give me Baltimore -3. They're going to the Saints. Just like this Saints team is really weird and wildly inconsistent, and they just played a great game against the Raiders, so let me see them flop on their face. Jameis Winston, Andy Dalton, I'm not sure what we're doing here. Give me the more consistent team. Give me the more talented team. Give me the more deep team. And the Saints are another team that's below 500 at home, so I'm really just not buying into the Saints. I like the Ravens -3 at the Saints on Monday Night Football. Let's do it. Who's next?
Dylan.
I'll go
That
ahead.
would be Dylan. Look at the order. Go ahead.
Look, I'll go Philadelphia -11 for the first one. They're playing Thursday night against Houston.
That spread has violently moved since the -11.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it's like
moved,
all the way up to
2 or 3
13
points.
now.
but-
Yeah.
I mean, they just got Robert Quinn. That helps with they're already tied 5th in sacks on that defensive line. But look, they just picked up Robert Quinn. That'll help with that, get that even better than it was already. I mean, Houston is kind of in shambles. I don't know if they'll trade
bad.
Brandon Cooks with the deadline today. I mean, that's really their only valuable player outside of Dameon Pierce. Philadelphia's run defense is great.
Yeah.
I just don't see a way that Philadelphia can not cover 11-point spread against Houston. Houston's more of a tanking team looking for Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud in the draft this year. So give me Philadelphia -11 for the first one. The second one, I'm going to head over to Cincinnati. Look, this Cincinnati team did not look what I thought they were going to be last night.
No.
They looked awful.
They
looked
played
awful.
horrible
One of
against
the
Cleveland
worst
last
teams in
night.
football last night.
But I'm still comfortable with an over at 43.5. Look, the Panthers, P.J. Walker put some points on Atlanta. P.J. Walker had that deep throw to DJ Moore where he ripped off his helmet. They should have won that game, and then their kicker should have kicked one of the two through the uprights to win that game.
If you have Eddie Pinheiro on your team, nothing is a guarantee.
That is also true.
He was a Bears kicker at one point, so like,
Yeah.
Which is
it
exactly
just cursed his career. It just cursed his career.
Career is over once you put on the Bears
But
uniform as
I
a
mean,
kicker.
even without Jamar Chase, I think this Bengals team puts up 30 points on the Panthers. The Panthers are more than capable of scoring a couple of touchdowns against Cincinnati in the struggling secondary. Give me the over at 43.5. The next one is going to be again an over at 43.5. I've kind of had matching ones recently on the shows. If anybody's noticed that, I had 2 45s last week too. It's kind of weird, but I got the Vikings and Washington over.
What a random football game this is going to be.
Yeah, look, the Vikings, they got Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. Oh, yeah, they just picked up T.J. Hawkinson from Detroit. So they were 30th in QBR, throwing 2 tight ends. They're going to be top 10 with T.J. Hawkinson. He's a top probably 5-6 tight end in the league. That'll help their offense a lot. They'll score a lot of points against Washington, who struggles.
And they retained Irv Smith.
Let's not forget about
a great run blocking tight end. They have both of them now. They didn't give up Irv Smith in that trade, which is a win.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to think about Washington, Taylor Heineke. They got a little bit of magic going. They can score some points on Minnesota. They don't have that great of a secondary. I can see Taylor Heineke throwing the ball a little bit, scoring some points over 43.5.
All right. Respectable 3 picks. But
Of course it's respectable 3 picks. No one ever really disagrees with my picks.
It's going to be 3-3 somehow. I just don't know how.
Yeah, like, it just doesn't make sense.
Ziegler, positive record, man. Come on. You've came out of the depths of nothing. You were 0-6, then 1-5. But come on. I hate to cheer against Dylan, but I am cheering against
No, you
Dylan.
love
really
to
not
cheer
that
against
sorry.
me.
Yeah.
You love it. Don't even
I'm really
lie.
not that sorry. All right, Ziegler, what do we got this week? Come on.
I'll say this. I feel like both of your guys' picks were pretty much like not up for debate. I think everyone agrees with them. So I'm just going to go right off the deep end and go controversial. Colts money line, plus 200 in Foxborough.
Ziegler, I want you to win.
It's the first lock. I don't know. It feels weird. I have no logical reason for
It
this.
feels wrong.
Ziegler,
It doesn't
I want
feel
you to
weird.
win,
It feels
The
bro.
wrong.
Patriots are better in pretty much every aspect of
Where's the
football.
game?
It is in Foxborough.
Wait, repeat what you just said. You said
The Patriots are better in pretty
every
much every aspect of football.
of the game, but yet you're picking the Colts
Patriots
to
were
beat them.
better than the Bears in every aspect of football and got killed at home.
That's true. It's true.
He's right.
It is
true.
true. But
He's
you also
right.
got Sam Ellinger going against Bill Belichick, who's a rookie second-year quarterback, isn't he? Second-year
Bailey
quarterback.
Zappi is a rookie, but yeah.
No, not Bailey
No,
Zappi.
it's the going
yeah,
against
second year?
Belichick issue.
Yeah.
I see what you're
So
saying.
I mean, is second career start against Bill Belichick and that defense?
Yeah.
They're first in total turnovers produced.
Sounds like a recipe for success.
That is-
What it
Success.
sounds like
That
is
is-
3 interceptions for Sam Ellinger coming in his first
You
rookie
you
mistake.
jumped
Veen,
off the
I
deep end.
think Veen is just like passionate about this because he is a Pats
Yes.
fan. So
Hey, man.
I'm not really
I'm
taking
just
that
being
into
realistic
account.
here.
Fair
Like
enough.
a quarterback who's in his second start against a team who's got
It's the NFL.
number
Like,
1 in
legitimately,
turnovers.
it's the NFL. Any team can beat any team, and that's just
Being-
kind of
Yeah, if anything, this year has proven that.
and that's why
being
picking
realistic-
the NFL is stupid. But
Being
yeah.
realistic, the Patriots are the better football team. But what I will say is the Colts are just kind of due for a win. I think the Colts. No, listen.
just kind
Due
of
for a
I don't
win.
know.
I don't think the Colts are that like terrible of a team this year, and so they got to win a few random ones along the line, and this is going to be one of those random ones.
Bold
But
pick, but I like it.
moving on to something a bit less controversial, Eagles and Texans Thursday night game. I also have this. I have the over instead of the spread. It's 43.5. I have the over. It honestly feels kind of low. The Eagles have the 3rd best offense in the NFL, and the Texans have the 3rd worst defense. So just looking at that, I'm thinking like 35 points out the gate for the Eagles alone. And then the Texans can put up 10 points. Like, that's not a ridiculous ask out of Davis Mills, I don't think. So Eagles, Texans over 43.5 just because I think the line's kind of low. And then I'm going to move on to an under. I have Seahawks and Cardinals under 50. I feel like the Seahawks offense is kind of overrated because here's the thing. Geno Smith can put up a lot of points when he needs to put up points, but what he's doing best right now is game managing. And so in a situation in which Geno Smith doesn't need to put up 30, 35 points, he's not going to put up 30.
That's
35
exactly
points.
that's exactly what he did.
They're
in
gonna-
Arizona
they're-
last
think
time.
They're
if
going to
we're
run
going-
with
if we're
Kenneth
getting
Walker a
proppy, I
lot.
think Kenneth Walker is going to have a big day. I agree with you.
Kenneth Walker has a big day every week.
Well, they're not going to need to air out the ball.
Okay.
It's the
Yeah,
it's the
uh-huh.
reason
gonna
it's
need
the
to air out
reason
the
the
ball.
Giants it's the reason the Giants wagon is now dead. It's because of Kenneth Walker.
May
rest in peace, Giants wagon.
May rest in peace.
No, but this is going to be very much like a game managed game. A lot of runs to Kenneth Walker. Geno Smith isn't going to have to do too much. The Seahawks defense has come out of absolutely nowhere.
No, they really have.
To
They've
start
been good.
playing
for sure.
really well.
No, they've been
Tyreek
good.
Woolen is definitely Defensive Rookie of the Year candidate, if not Defensive Player of the Year candidate right now. So 50 seems high. Like 3 weeks ago, I would have been like, oh yeah, 50, that
Yeah,
over
no, 3
for
weeks
sure.
ago
And even then,
I did pick the over 3 weeks ago.
24-21 is like, that's still a lot of points, but that's not your.
Yeah.
That's an under.
But,
Is
now,
it you
but
do-
now it seems high, and the first matchup between these two is 19-9.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
had some historically low-scoring games in Arizona. Like one of them was a tie at 6-6 in 2016.
Yep.
So yeah, that's
mean-
I feel good about the under hitting there.
Yeah, I wonder who picked
I
that
like that.
over in that Seattle and Arizona game the first time. Couldn't have been me.
I don't know,
It
but
couldn't have been me.
I'm sure 2 won and the other 2 lost, so I'm sure you went exactly 3-3 that week too. But anyway, hopefully we got someone after this commercial break who doesn't go 3-3 with the Teaser Tuesday. It's our friend Jack McGar. Stay with us.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction, and with the new bike share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
Have a nice day. You too. Have a great day. Thanks. You too.
Make someone's day.
What is up, guys? My name is Jack McGar, and today I have a special Teaser Tuesday for you. I have a 7-point NFL teaser for this week's Week 9 of action, and I have a 4-leg, 5-point NBA teaser for tonight's action on November 1st. I'll start off with my NFL teaser for the week. I'm giving 7 points extra of leg room to all of these teams. I'm going to start off with a Thursday night game with the Eagles -7 versus the Texans. The Eagles are undefeated this year and are 5-2 against the spread already, and playing one of, in my opinion, the bottom 5 teams in the league. Do I have to say much more on this one? Jalen Hurts looks like the real deal. They have A.J. Brown, who looks like a force on the field. I mean, this team is just way better than the Texans. I really don't have to say more on that. Give them a touchdown by a win. That seems a little too easy, in my opinion. Next up, I'm going to go with the Dolphins +2 against the Bears. The Bears just traded away Robert Quinn and Roquan Smith. They did add Chase Claypool today, which is a big pickup in my opinion. But their defense is really depleted, and the Dolphins have too much on offense to go against this Bears depleted defense. Right now, Tyreek Hill is going to have a monster day. Jalen Waddle is going to have a great day too. Tua Tagovailoa finally looks like he's finding his groove. And they just picked up Jeff Wilson and Bradley Chubb. This Dolphins team looks outrageously good. And the Dolphins, I'm going to get them at +2. They're going to win outright. I'll happily take the +2. The Vikings at +3.5 is my next pick in this teaser. They're playing the Commanders on Sunday. The Commanders with Taylor Heineke, they're cooking up a little bit of magic, I will say. But the Vikings are the better team. They're 6-1 this year. I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, and that's real. That's a real stat. 6-1 for the Vikings. They are 3-4 against the spread this year, so it's a little bit worrisome. But I'm trusting Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and they just picked up T.J. Hawkinson. I mean, that team's offense is really good, and the Commanders' defense does not look good at all. Taylor Heineke, yes, he's played good. He's won a couple of games for him. That won't continue against the Vikings. Even if it does, I've got 3.5 points of leg room. Please give me the Vikings all day, every day on +3.5. My next pick is the Seahawks +9 against the Cardinals on a division rival game. The Seahawks have been great this year. They're 5-3 against the spread. They are the wagon I'm willing to die on right now. The Seahawks are great this year. Kenneth Walker looks like a stud, and Kyler Murray is going to be a little bit too busy playing Modern Warfare 2 to remember that he has a division rival game this Sunday. Seahawks +9. Are you kidding me? They're going to win that game outright. I'll take it +9. The Ravens +4 is the only pick I'm even a little bit really shaky about here. The Saints are sneaky good in some games. They're not good, but they'll win them. The Ravens, though, are the team I'm going to trust a little bit more, and I've got them at +4. Lamar Jackson, yeah, I'll take him. Andy Dalton should not win this game in any reality, really. The Ravens +4 should be a lock, but I know I'm going to be sweated out on my couch on Sunday, so that'll be a little bit of a shaky leg there. But the Falcons +10 is what I'm going to lock in this teaser with. They're playing the Chargers on Sunday. The Falcons are almost in the lead in the league with 6-2 against the spread this season against the Chargers, who just lost Mike Williams and Keenan Allen still isn't playing. Herbert does not look very good, in my opinion. Their offense is a little shaky, but Eckler is that dog. He's going to get his points, but the Falcons +10, and they're 6-2 against the actual spread. I'll take the Falcons +10. These 6 legs on 7 points extra give you +450 on DraftKings. That's 100 points better than FanDuel. Yeah, that should hit. I've got a 5-point NBA teaser tonight in Tuesday's action. I'm going to start off with the Bulls +7 against the Nets. The Nets are one of the worst teams. They actually are the worst team against the spread this season at 1-6, and they're actually even worse at home against the spread. They just lost back-to-back games against the spread against the Pacers, the Indiana Pacers, and they just fired Steve Nash with Ben Simmons out for the night. Now, the Bulls team is really banged up. Zach LaVine is the game-time decision with just about every other player they've got. Ayo Dosunmu, Drummond's out. They've got a bunch of guys banged up, but with all the controversy right now in the Nets organization and firing Steve Nash today, I don't think the Nets are going to be worried about the game. They'll be worried about who they're finding at the next coach. I'll take the Bulls with 7 points of leg room easily. The next team I have is the Warriors +6 against the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat are actually tied with the Nets as the worst team against the spread this season at 1-6. Miami does not have the firepower to hang around with the defending champs. Steph Curry is going to have a field day against the Heat defense, and so will Klay Thompson. I think they're both going to fire from deep. The Warriors +6. I don't know why they're +1 on the actual spread, but I'll happily give them another 5 points of leg room. +6 all day, every day for the Warriors. The Thunder +2 against the Magic. Now, I know what you're thinking. Are we really betting on the Oklahoma City Thunder today? Yes, we are. They're 5-1 against the spread, and the Orlando Magic are 2-4-1 against the spread. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really looks like that dog, and he looks like he's going to carry this Thunder team to possibly a play-in tournament game this season. I can't believe I'm saying that. But he's carrying a banged-up Oklahoma City roster to a playoff or play-in team. So Thunder +2, I'll take that against Orlando. And the Wolves +9 against Phoenix. Phoenix is 4-2 against the spread, but DeAndre Ayton isn't playing tonight. I don't know how they're going to possibly defend Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns. They're going to have a field day inside the paint. And even if they don't, they've got wide open kickouts for 3 because they cannot stop them. +9 for the Wolves, easily. Those 4 legs give you +300 on FanDuel, which is about 100 points better than DK. That's all I've got for you today. Let's get some money today, and we'll be right back.
From adversity, we rose. We made history and became pioneers, voyagers, champions, Jayhawks. And when our chant rises, haunting and hallowed, Jayhawks are telling the world what's near.
Hello and welcome back to On the Clock. We're going to wrap things up with our miscellaneous picks. It's kind of nice to be able to do college football with a few other sports, especially with NBA, of course the World Series, and then the NHL going on. So
College basketball right around the corner.
Oh, that too. But I am going to start with college football.
Let's do it.
I'm going to be boring. Kentucky -2.5.
Dude, no way, me too.
Well, then you're probably going to lose.
Yeah, I was just about to
Yeah.
say, I can't wait to lose that one.
Yep. At Mizzou, I think Kentucky's suffering from just getting beat by a really good Tennessee team last week.
Yeah.
Missouri isn't that good. That win over South Carolina isn't that impressive. I didn't think South Carolina was that good of a team to begin with. Definitely not a top 25 team like they were ranked. Kentucky's not a bad football team by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
Tennessee's just really, really good. Which
They're just on another level.
We've obviously learned this year. That game was in Neyland at night. Like, I don't think
You're in
many
trouble.
teams in the country could go in there and win.
Agreed.
So I'm not going to hold that against Kentucky. I think Kentucky's going to win this game by 10 or 15 points, to be 100% honest. 2.5 feels really, really low. Next, I'm going back to a team that severely disappointed me in week 1. Virginia Tech, -3.5
Oh, man, the Old Dominion.
at
Who could
home
forget?
against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech actually does have more wins than Virginia Tech does this year.
That's wild.
Which is wild to say. Virginia Tech has 2, Georgia Tech has 3. They're both very bad football teams.
They're both bad.
Don't get me wrong. Georgia Tech is worse. Virginia Tech -3.5 at home. I think they win by a touchdown, maybe even 2 if they play a really good game. Virginia Tech has more pieces. And then finally, I'm going into unknown territory. I'm going to the NHL.
Whoa.
The NHL.
Hockey?
Kraken money line
Let's
plus
do it.
185.
I guarantee you it's a Seattle money line.
I don't
it's a
know
Seattle
much
team.
about hockey. The Kraken offense has been really good.
No, that hasn't.
The Kraken offense has 3.3 goals per game. They've been good.
That's not good.
They're on a hot streak. Kraken money line. That's it. That's
What's
my
the
3.
odds on that?
Plus
they
180,
playing?
plus 185 against Calgary.
Calgary,
and
that's right, Calgary. Okay,
Yep.
okay. All right, Dylan, please
You know,
get him off the screen. Go ahead, Dylan.
I'm going to be traditional here. I'm just going to go with 3 college football. I know it's kind of boring. but
So
you know
I
what?
did the same
That's
thing,
what
don't
I'm good
worry.
at. I mean, that's what I'm even at. That's what I'm 500 at.
Let's stay even.
You're like 500
So-
at everything.
Pretty
bro.
much everything.
First one I got is Tulane -7 versus Tulsa. Tulane's been a really solid team this year.
They've been
they're
good.
ranked- They've been ranked pretty much all year. They beat K-State early in the year, and since then they've been really heavily talked about.
Tulane, look, -7 against Tulsa. That's not too much to ask for. And
It's really not a touchdown spread against
yeah, touchdown
Tulsa. It's just
spread
like-
against a ranked
Yeah, I
ranked
agree with
Tulane
you.
team versus Tulsa. I don't really know. I don't
Tulane
really
is
know.
not to be messed with this year. They're a good team.
Yeah, they're a very, very solid team. Their defense is very good as well. Penn State -14 against Indiana. Look, Penn State just had a,
Admit it. Admit
know.
they played good.
They didn't play that
Admit
good.
they played
okay.
They
good.
really did not play that
I
good.
was right. They played well.
I was right. I said they were going to cover 15, and they lost by 13. Oh, man.
Like they
Yeah,
played, they
that's
played
one of
good.
the gold
They
star,
played-
you're still
they
in
played
last
okay
place.
versus
I would
Ohio
appreciate
State. They
gold
played
star.
probably better than most teams do versus Ohio State. But -14 against Indiana. Nah, give
Indiana's
me that.
bad.
Come on, give me that. Indiana's
I
not a
agree.
very good team. Penn State is mad off a loss. Give me a -14.
I like
I think
that.
it's going to be more than that. And I'm going to go Conference USA. Jackson started a little something going in the MAC League and everything like that. I
You
wanted
guys
to
are
join
so
in on
jealous
it.
of my Mac picks.
I wanted to
I'm
join
not.
in
I
on
still
Middle
think it's
Tennessee
weird.
money line. Middle Tennessee money line against Louisiana
What?
Tech this week.
Let's do it. Blue Raiders.
What is
Why not?
happening?
4-4 against a team that's 1-7. Like can't even
What is happening?
snap the ball
right
on
now?
offense.
Let's do it.
Middle Tennessee money
Diamond
line.
in the rough. That's what these are called.
They're
Diamond
they're
in the
they're
rough.
not even favored in this game. They're like a 1.5 point underdog in this game. And I
mistake.
mean, come on, money line. Give me on the plus. I'm gonna take it.
As much as I clowned on Dylan for going to CUSA, I have Sunbelt in my first
Oh
lock.
my goodness.
We're going back to Coastal Carolina. I picked them once on this show. They covered, so that's cool. They're playing App State. Coastal is a fun team. That's my notes. Coastal is fun. Grayson McCall is good. That's all
App
I
State's
got.
fun too, though.
Well, App State's fun, but this is what bottom line, it comes down to this. Coastal is at home. They have a better record. They're first place in the Sun Belt. I'm not really sure whether they're a 3-point underdog. I'm going to take the 3 points. I don't really want the money line, but let's just do it. Coastal Carolina +3. Why not? Next, piggybacking off Ziegler, Kentucky -2 at Missouri. Missouri's just not that good. And Kentucky is slightly above not that good. Will Levis is he's struggled this year, had a lot of draft hype coming in, but like keep in mind, just go with the better quarterback. Will Levis, better quarterback. I'll take Kentucky. I've picked them a couple times actually, and they've treated me okay, so I will take them again. And lastly, back to the personal vendetta. Clemson -3 at Notre Dame. This spread could have been 30, and I'm still going to take it. Notre Dame is bad.
30?
Clemson is good. I really dislike Notre Dame, in case you have not put that together by now. I hope Notre Dame loses this game by 70. I don't think they will, but I think Clemson will win this game by 3. DJ Uyunglele is finally hitting his stride. Dabble's finally letting DJ cook, and even if they don't, they got K. Klubnik too, who's also really good. This Clemson team is actually putting it together, and we were talking about this before, fellas. If you want an outside shot at the college football playoff, this is your key win. This is what you need. You need a night game win at Notre Dame.
Clemson doesn't have an
You need
outside
this
shot
game.
at the playoffs. They are undefeated. Like if they
And
go
they-
undefeated,
they will
you have to
have-
win the
stay
ACC.
undefeated is what
They will
we're
have
saying.
no shot if they don't win this game.
Yeah, no.
They will have no shot if
There-
they don't
agree.
win
no.
out.
If
That's what I'm trying to say.
A one-loss ACC team will never make
No
the college
chance.
football playoff.
Has no chance against a one-loss
Unless
SEC
like a
team.
bunch of crazy stuff happens. But
You're right.
I mean,
and fellas,
Something. would have
crazy
to happen.
stuff may happen. Crazy stuff may not happen. All we know is Dylan's probably going to go 3-3. Thank you
If
guys
there's one
very
constant.
much
That's the lock of the week.
for tuning in to On the Clock. Once again, be sure to follow our socials. We've got more content going up there. We have our personal locks for Tuesday going up on our story right after this show is recorded. Thank you guys for always tuning in. And, of course, take care.